You're early. Fantastic. Oh, frick. I still feel a little lazy.
Si Mami, 10 hours tulog.
Same, actually. And I want to sleep more.
Okay, so na lang tayo, Mirai and Aya.
Here we go. Hello there, everyone. I am Remix the Idiot, and welcome back to Identitatem Discrimin Lies Within. Last we left off, we were finally able to conclude the stories of 3 out of the 4 parties that split up in order to establish efforts for this small little rebellion against both the government and the criminal underbelly. Tokyo, Amy, Sofidel not included, have managed to successfully defend the base. Billy and Panacea were able to successfully secure packages of clothes. No, it isn't. It's actually way too quiet. I think. Billy and Panacea were able to successfully get some supplies. Sung and Dedma were able to forage themselves a month's worth of food. Now all that is left is for Mirai and Aya to complete their mission. Music. The man who appears to be a member of the Contrabida gang points his gun at Mirai and Aya. The 2 other police members also do the same with their heavy loaded shotguns towards Mirai and Aya as well. One last chance, ladies. I'd hate to have to do this at such incredibly fine-looking women such as yourselves. But if you refuse to cooperate, then I'm afraid I have no qualms taking anyone's lives, women and children included. So what's it gonna be? You gonna turn around and show me those papers? Or are we gonna fill your brains with lead?
Ano ba yung nakalaban nila? Police?
There are indeed police people.
Pero kontrabida.
For a quick recap, Mirai and Aya Mirai decides to infiltrate an airport to steal some documents so that they could travel by plane for reasons that she won't tell why. But she won't tell why. And
na-steal na nila, di ba? Kaya lang, akala nila free na sila.
Yep, but as it turns out, the enemy were still able to discover them in the end, and now they're kind of being held hostage at gunpoint to surrender. So what's it gonna be? How will the duo get out of this situation? Perhaps a look at what their abilities are capable of doing might help. Perhaps assessing the surroundings. Whatever it takes, be the big brain. That's all it really boils down to in the end.
Di ba ang power ni Mirai is parang galing kay by God? May nakalagay eh.
That's not really important. That is indeed part of the backstory of how she got her id, but you don't know that, and that's not really important. That is only one of her 3 abilities technically. She has access to
Ganun yung
Mirai.
nag-aano sa mga this.
Yes, she has Mirai Dorabo, which has the ability to grant and remove id abilities as well as other things. It's basically White Snake from JoJo Part 6. And then she has Shooting Star, which is a sword with the ability to shoot out wind blasts and whatever. And finally, if she wills it, although she usually doesn't like doing it, she can activate Shooting Star's sub-ability, Reverse Star, which is entirely automatic and out of her control, and way too powerful and dangerous to ever really be
Si Aya,
usable. Aya, her ability is known as Wind God Girl. She sprouts wings, and she gets the ability to control wind at a short distance from her. And it lets her fly and do all sorts of cool wind-based whatevers.
hindi yun.
Wind
Pwede
can
bang
be a...
gamitin ni Aya ang kanyang wind power para silang dalawa ni Mirai ay makaalis dun sa ano? Para siyang manananggal. Whee!
So you guys are just gonna fleet foot out of there using your epic wind abilities. I mean, sure, why not? That works. I can't believe it took you this long to think of something like that. So simple.
At least naisip ni Mami. Paano kung di ko naisip? Baka pinag ko na kay Mami.
Yep, I probably would have been so mad I wouldn't have minded if Mirai and Aya died right there.
So Aya will use her ability Wind God Girl.
In order to make a hasty escape.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Sabihin
feels
niya,
like
Mirai, please,
Mirai.
believe in me.
We already have the documents. We don't have to deal with these losers.
Yeah.
All we
We don't
gotta
need
focus
to
on is
have a battle with them.
run away. I agree with that, Mirai says. But how do you propose we run away? And then Aya just smirks. Ha! Are you kidding me? I'm a journalist. Running away is kind of my specialty. And with my Wind God Girl, it's all the more easier. Just watch. Alright, officers. You got us, she says. We're going to back away slowly now and hand over these documents. Oh, really? You guys are actually willing? Huh, cool. That's nice. Good. As you should. That's rare. That's rare. Usually whenever I run across these kinds of situations, they usually like try to do something funny, and then we shoot them down, and then it's real sad because they thought they were so clever, but then they were dead now. Anyway, Aya, roll movement.
Movement, ilan yun? Alam mo movement ah?
Movement is in the extraordinary.
2d8. Roy, 19, 4, and 3. Very
Off to a
well.
great start.
A very good
19 plus what?
4 and 3. 26.
Fantastic. At 26, that is more than enough. Alright. The haste boon is applied at the highest available power level to both Aya and the Mirai. At haste power level 6, the target's speed is increased by 8 meters and gains a +2 to their guard defense. Additionally, the target can make one extra major action on each of its turns. This action cannot be used to perform an interrupt action. If the action requires a roll, it suffers disadvantage 3. Alright, so let me just adjust. 16 plus 8. That is 24 meters of movement now. Why the hell is Mirai so fast? And as for Aya, +2 to guard as well. 12 meters plus 8 is 20 meters of movement. Alright, so taking all of that into account, you guys will move. First, move action. Are you ready? Because this is how far you guys are gonna move. Let me actually... is the mouse not working anymore? Let's go to the combat zone. Wala na talagang battery. Alright, check out the zoom speed. Alright, first you will use your move action. And with your move action, you can move 2 whole tiles with 20 meters of movement. So, bam. That's just your move action. Next, you use your major action to move even further. Another 20 meters. And then, using the second major action, because you have 2 major actions now thanks to haste, you use that major action to make another move action. And then in the span of 6 seconds, you moved a whole whopping 80 meters. That is a speed equivalent to somewhere around 20 kilometers per hour. That is yeah, maybe faster. That's just a rough estimate. Yeah, 100 kilometers per hour. It might be more accurate. Yeah, that's about even faster than my brother's car, probably. And so I slowly begin spinning, but then she draws her fan, and then with a quick spin, a gust of wind forms a quick tornado, causing the trio to be blinded temporarily by the winds. But the moment they get their vision back, they see just in time that Aya and Mirai are already flying all the way high up into the distance with their epic wind powers.
Aya, I didn't know that I have a good partner.
Are you kidding me with this bull crap? The Contrabida gang guy said, we can't have our deal now unless we get those papers back. You guys are going to help me, you stupid police guys. I, Leone Herculeo, will not be defeated by something as stupid as this.
2 young girls.
By women of all things. he clasps his hand into his heart, and then he glows and then transforms. He activates his id ability. I am Leone, and my id is known as Leo. And I am fucking invincible!
Sino yan yung kontrabida gang?
Yeah.
Member?
And then the other police guys, they get rid of their shotguns and instead activate their ids as well. Staves pop out of their hands. Page of Wand and Knight of Wand. This is what those ids are called. They are a common id ability, Mirai says as she looks behind her, seeing the enemies reveal their id. The Page of Wand takes the form of an actual wand. It has the ability to control and manipulate the forces known as energy. The Knight of in other words, they can shoot out fire. Meanwhile, the Knight of Wand instead has a staff, a longer stick, much shorter in range but more powerful. Still the ability to control energy, however. And so with that, the three of them fire sparks from the wand. And then they begin flying. The page guy is like using the wand he has to like fly like across. Meanwhile, the Leon guy, he's like Iron Man, and then he shoots out fire from the tips of his feet and his hand, and flies as well. And then the Night guy, he starts spinning around his goddamn staff like a goddamn helicopter, and then he flies. I know a shortcut, Leone says. Those bitches ain't going nowhere with our document. Where's the... There it is. Alright. Aya and Mirai see the three of them try to catch up to them by giving chase and doing their flight thingy and all that. But Mirai and Aya are just way too fast. And all that good stuff. Woohoo! In your face, losers! Aya said. Ha! You're just simply too fast. That's my wind god girl for ya. Mirai. Good job, Aya. At the speed we're going. Her Bix. At the speed we're going, there's no way they'll catch up to us. Soon enough, we'll lose them. And then from there, all we'll need to do is lay low until we know for sure that they've given up on us. Until we know for sure that they've given up on us, and then we can safely return to the HQ without having to worry about being followed, and then we can call this a mission success. Oh yeah, high five, I guess, because we make a great team. Indeed, high five, I guess. As they fly, they decide it's best for them to lay low for a while, because they can't just rush back to the base, because they could the enemy pursuers could still be following them.
Yeah.
So, how do you plan on laying low? Where do you plan on going and how?
Mag-stop over muna sila. Magtatago sila sa ibang place para if ever hindi mabubuko ng kontrabidaga ang kanilang headquarters.
Yeah.
Going somewhere else.
But where exactly?
They will go to the Manila Bay. Dun sa maraming tao.
Ah, I see.
Para hindi sila makikita.
Manila Bay. Where is that and what does that look
Di ba
like?
sa ano sila?
Yes, I am aware. And yes, with the speed you're going, that is definitely possible. Manila Bay is a natural harbor that serves the port of Manila in the Philippines, strategically located around the capital city. It's like a beach area, right?
Mm-mm.
I see. And it's like right next to Rizal Park or
Yeah.
something, if I
Yeah, sa
remember
kabila.
correctly.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. I definitely know that place.
Galing naman ng memory mo din, Jay.
Oh, we have a picture of me as a baby
Yeah.
in the ship
Mm.
with you and Daddy. How could I not remember? Actually, I don't. I was too young to ever remember. But
Yeah,
since that
baby ka
picture's
pa nun.
there and we went to Manila a lot, of course I know Manila
Because we're
Bay.
from Manila. Your dad is
Yes.
from Tondo.
Yes,
You lived there
exactly.
for how many years? 5?
Yeah,
7?
yeah, 7. I lived my 7 years of my life there. Wasn't until grade 2 when I was turning 8 that we moved here. And this is technically my real home now. Anyway, it was like a cool, epic, calming music. Alright. Manila Bay, a hotspot of tourists for many, and one of the many great tourist attraction spots. The hotspots.
Foreigners and even not from Manila, they are going there to see the view of the
Foreigners and locals alike, and even other people from the Philippines come to visit this glorious and wonderful bay. It is it is a historically important location of the Philippines, and right next to it lies Rizal Park, a park dedicated to honoring one of the Philippines' greatest heroes, known as Jose Rizal, who gave up his life willingly in order to save the country against
from the Spaniards.
against the Spaniards.
Espanyol.
And here is where Mirai and Aya have decided to lay low.
Cover up.
Here's our baggage, ma'am. Oh, it's only 2 heads, Aya said. Yes, please enjoy your stay at the resort and all that baloney and stuff. And inside that bag is the documents that Mirai and Aya, using some epic wind manipulating bullshit during the package check, the documents were basically invisible. And so Aya rushes forward to the beach. Woohoo! The beach! She just casually strips off her journalist outfit, and underneath it, she's already wearing a goddamn bikini for some reason.
Silang dalawa?
And Mira is like, do you always wear a bikini underneath those clothes? Not Mirai though.
Bata pa si Mirai.
Ah, come on, don't you have your own swimsuit? We should enjoy the stay while we're at it. It's not like we're in any rush.
We need to relax for a bit.
And it's a beach. We gotta relax. Yeah, exactly. Need I remind you, the other groups are waiting for us, and who knows what kind of perils. If they find out that all we really did was relax at the goddamn beach, while they probably almost lost some limbs and maybe even already lost some limbs.
Yeah. And then we don't know if
Relax.
they succeeded in their
Relax,
mission.
Mirai. You're too cautious and too much of a worrywart despite being like a 12-year-old. We're in a beach. This is a chance for us to enjoy ourselves. Maybe snag ourselves some hot dudes, maybe. We're not we went on this mission to get to scout around and not snag some hot dudes. Well, fine. If you're gonna be like that, then I'll go enjoy the beach on my own. You be a worrywart over there and do whatever worrywarts do. Maybe defend our documents or whatever. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go snag some dudes. And Mirai looks at Aya's body and notices her big badonkers, and then she's immediately appalled and disgusted. Yeah, you go do that with your whatever. And Mirai moves away from a distance and just decides to lay low and stuff. And I guess we're snagging some hot studs now. I looks around, looking at the beach. It is crowded, just as she remembers. Men, women, and children all around. Some are like playing volleyball. Some are swimming in the beach.
Some are lovers,
There are
others are families.
There's like places, there's stalls for food, and people are enjoying the summer by eating some ice cream and all sorts of other stuff. And of course, there are the people who are sunbathing. Aya, using her incredible skills as a journalist, looks around and finds herself a nice looking hunk. He looks to be in his early 20s, and his body is glistening from suntan. And he's wearing nothing but some shorts, and he's wearing shades. Yeah, swim trunks, whatever it's called. He's got nice, beautiful, long flowing white hair. Despite being white, despite having white hair, he doesn't look like an old man at all. He doesn't even have any facial hair or chest hair or whatever. Instead, he just has
Maybe
lots and lots of
siya na.
muscle.
Maybe mapagkakamalan siya as one of the bodyguards or beach guard ang tawag
Yeah,
doon?
he could be easily mistaken as one of them fancy lifeguards.
Lifeguard.
In hindsight, though, Aya looks at the lifeguard and he just looks like some sort of he's like some teenager with glasses on his phone, like barely even taking his job seriously. Yeah, time to pick up and disappoint some man. Aya said. She approaches the hunk. Would you mind? The hot hunk says, your boobs are blocking my sunlight. Are we not role playing this? I'm fine if we don't. We could just get.
Kaninong boobs?
Aya has big
Kasi
boobs.
nga siya nakabikinis.
Yeah, and
Oh,
yet.
I'm sorry. But we're just kind of lost. We're finding something to eat, like noodles. Is there any here?
Oh,
Nagpapakit si Aya kasi dun sa ano.
yeah. All the while she's making like movements to make her boobies jiggle. Oh, I see. You're one of those. You're one of those women, eh? You came to this beach so that you could pick up some hot guys. Well then, he stands up.
No.
He sits up from his sunbathing. Alright then, I'll humor you, miss. You look fine enough for me anyway. What do you say? What do you say I show you around the place? Are you are you from around here, miss?
No, we're just a tourist here. And then Mirai is bumubulong siya kay Aya. Aya, just be careful. We don't know that person. And maybe he's part of the contraband gang.
Yeah, Mirai in the meantime is just
Wala siyang tiwala.
keeping watch of Aya from the distance, sneaking around, being stealthy, just keeping watch of Aya in case something ever goes awry.
Yeah. While Aya is enjoying having her boobies flopping around.
I know all the best foods, ice cream stalls in this bay. So how about I treat a bay like you to all the best places in this bay? And I just giggles flirtily. Oh, you have a way with words. Alright then, as long as you're treating. Oh yeah, I love treating hot babes. I have a sugar daddy, you know, I'm quite rich. And while we're at it, oh, hey guys, come over here. Two other hot-looking dudes, also wearing barely nothing, show up. And the dudes are also paired with some hot, tall women as well. And I is immediately a little, what's the word for it? Yeah, conscious and whatever the word for it, cautious. As she notices she has some competition. There's like, cause like one of the girls has like, she assumes a triple D cup. This is so strange. I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh, how do you guys got some babes as well on your side? These are my friends. They brought their girlfriends along. Oh, look at you. Some girl, you finally decided to, you finally got someone to notice you? Way to go, bro, man. Something, whatever. Anyway, it's a triple date now. What do you say, madame?
It's no big deal with me. That's okay. The more the merrier.
Ah, is this really the girl that you decided to pick on? She's not even half. She's not even on our league. Bro. Yeah, like she looks like a freaking dropout from Vogue. I resist the urge to just punch the girls right then and there.
Well, we are like a Victoria's Secret model.
Don't let them get to you. They're just a little too narcissistic for their thing. And don't worry, don't feel bad about their breasts. They actually got implants. Those boob sizes are fake. Hey, nah, don't believe that, man. Our breast sizes are natural. And with that, after a few more bantering, the sextuplet, not trio, the three couples, yeah, whatever. Arrive at a nice ice cream stand and taking a seat at like a parasol shaded table. The six of them take a seat with and enjoy their ice cream and such. And Mirai is still just watching, although she's like in a farther table. She has her own ice cream because she's decided it is indeed super hot. So she's just eating ice cream casually while watching them.
Yeah, while looking around and observing the paligid.
She notices one of the women accidentally dropped some ice cream, and now they got ice cream on their chest. And then Mirai just coughs up her ice cream like, Blah, disgusting. How could people act like that? No dignity. And she keeps eating anyway.
They are very open-minded.
Just the trio, as I is enjoying. You know, I just realized I've never actually gotten your names yet. It's all really nice. Oh, you're trying to... so we're moving on to that phase now, eh? How about you give us your numbers? Well, yeah. Oh, are you trying to get my number now? Oh, frick, itchy. Mirai notices they're finally gonna share their names. And with this, Mirai pays extra careful attention. How about you introduce yourself first, lady that this guy managed to pick up? Oh, actually, it's the other way around. She picked me up. Oh, well, that's quite unheard of. You've got gall. You've got balls, lady, and I'm not talking about your chest. Anyway, I
Parang
introduce...
na-off na si Aya sa scenario, sa scene.
Well, if you must know, I am Aya. Aya siya my Mario.
Hindi niya sasabihin ng true name niya. Sasabihin ba niya? Kanyang true name.
And yeah, why not? She has her guard dropped, like she's trying to just enjoy.
Nakalimutan niya na nasa isa pa na siyang mission. Iihilang si mami niya.
Alright, sure. Day after day, yeah. The worst of blossom in the stream of tears. Where's my mouse? The fuck? And then tap that, whatever. Where should I stick? Wingardium Leviosa. This is way too big for a stick to be a wand. Here's a wand. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay.
Abracadabra.
Aya is introducing herself now.
I'm a journalist. I'm not actually all that popular or all that rich, but I take my job very seriously. I'll have you
Journalist siya
know.
in the online, not in the print, ad prints, or ano.
She's a starving journalist, if you remember correctly. Unlike the rest of those shitty ass journalists, I try to make sure my news are unbiased and as honest and true and accurate as possible. Unlike all those other media outlets out there that just try to go for sensationalist media and all that baloney
Yeah, who are revising the truth.
to fit their agendas.
Oh, napabilib yung lalaking ano niya. Wow.
Oh, so we got ourselves. Not only is she a hot babe, she's also an advocate for truth and justice. A real heroine. A real superhero lady, this woman is. I'm I'm Chris, and this here's my compadre. Sup, I'm Anthony, and these are the two ladies that we picked up. Would you introduce yourselves as well? Oh well, nothing much. The two of us, you see, we're fashion models, really successful ones at that. If you haven't noticed yet already, because of our glasses, they take off their glasses, showing their face at last at Aya. Yeah, you can probably recognize her face. We've been in a couple of magazines before. I'm Sasha, and this is Tasha.
They are quite famous in terms of modeling.
Yep, they're like modelists, and they're like, yeah, really proud to have snagged these women, ain't we, Chris? Yeah, you got that right. And I guess that leaves me. He casually just swivs his long, beautiful white hair and approaches Aya. I am quite the furious and hot tiger. You know, despite it being 35 degrees Celsius in the middle of summer right now on this beach, you know what's about to get hot? You know what can't be hotter, miss?
What?
Why, of course, you. When I, Leone Herculeo, burn you to a crisp. And I suddenly, huh? And then the guy who calls himself Leone,
Yung pinili pala niya, si Leon pala yun.
he puts his palm up, and then he slams it towards Aya in her face, and Aya was just barely able to dodge it. She ducks, barely evading, as a huge blast of flame unleashes from Leone's palm. At this, Mirai stands up. She unsheathes her sword and immediately rushes to Aya. Aya! She screams. The two modelistas scream in fear at
And in
this.
shock.
Yeah. Ah! The other beachgoers.
What is happening? Nagkaroon ng ng
The other beachgoers notice this, and now the whole place is in a bit of a. The lifeguard notices and immediately doesn't hesitate to press like a button to call the police and heads towards the ruckus. Hey now! What's causing all this ruckus? God dang it, all I did was spark a little bit of flame with my Leo, my inability, and now everyone's on a tizzy. Come on, it's hot enough already. I'm just trying to liven up the place with a little bit more heat with my flames. And you guys are getting in the way. And so are you two ladies. You guys have been on my nerves for a while now. So you know what? Piss off, nerd! That he casually palms at the lifeguard's face, and then with a strong spark of flame, the guy's face melts until until his head is nothing more than a skeleton. He falls off, blood spilling from his neck. Dead. Well, actually, considering he got burned,
Si Aya,
no blood at all.
Si Mirai, nakuha niya si Aya.
I should be changing the music already. Whoops.
Ito na batalya. Nakuha niya si Aya, tapos nakigulo na rin sila sa stampede ng mga tao.
The two girls, there's not a stampede yet. The two girls are shivering in fear. Let's get out of here, Tasha. Yeah, Sasha. They try to run away, but the two other people, the two other boys, Chris and Anthony, they reveal their wands pointed at the girls and then shoot out fire. And the two girls are also killed, burned to a crisp. Ha! I sure do love abusing my enforcing powers as a police. I can get away with stuff like that since I'm a police. With murder, like first degree murder like that, because I'm a police. God, it feels good to kill thoughts like those. Ain't I right, Chris, buddy? You got that right, Anthony, buddy. I've been waiting to burn those those bitches for a while now. Jesus Christ, you guys are terrible! I said. Yeah, well, if you haven't noticed already, I'm Leone, I'm part of Contrabita, and these two are my compadres from the government. Chris and Anthony. Mirai finally catches up. I finally caught up to you, Aya. These two are trouble. How did you guys find us so quickly? Oh, well, you see about those documents? We actually put tracking devices in every individual piece of paper. So, yeah, catching you guys wasn't even a trouble. And now that we got you, there's no way we'll let you go this time. Oh yeah? And what are you gonna do? We're just gonna blast off into the distance once again. Oh really? I wouldn't do that if I were you. You see this beach? Look how lovely and lively it is. It would be a shame if all of a sudden this place wasn't so lively anymore and was quite deadly. Wouldn't you agree? And what would cause that to be deadly? Us, of course, because you pissed us off by running away again, like a bunch of cowards.
Okay then, let's finish this.
Shit, this is bad, Mirai. They got us cornered this
I
time.
told you, Aya. I told you that this is trouble, that you're looking for a trouble. If we just lay low and enjoy the beach, will not happen.
I'm so sorry. I let my horniness get the best of me.
Let your guard down. We're not yet done with our mission, but you're enjoying already. Anyways, let's finish this. We have to get back to our camp immediately.
Alright then, Mirai said. You want to fight us? Then it's a fight you'll get. As long as none of these civilians get hurt amidst the wildfire, you can try killing us as much as you want. The three of them look at each other. All right then,
That's
fair
a
duel. That's more like it. There's a volleyball field over there where that can serve as our arena. Is that fine with you, ladies? Very well. With that, the five of them go into the volleyball field. A bunch of teenagers are having fun playing volleyball really terribly, and casually, Leon just shoves one of the players as he was about to return with a spike. Out of the way, sons of bitches! This volleyball field is gonna be our arena now. Casually, he tears off the net, and then the teenagers just run away screaming.
Everyone playing volleyball are shivering and running.
Now there's like a crowd watching the commotion. The police finally arrive, but realizing the two of the five people that's causing the commotion is a police, they decide to just watch and do nothing. Goddamn police officers, don't they realize what's happening right now? Well, actually, it's legal to have id duels now according to the new laws regarding id abilities, Aya said, as created by yours truly, the president.
Yeah, that's why the next election we must need more
an id duel, a fair battle to the death with our id abilities. So that's how it's gonna be, huh? Let's do this then. Now, what's your speed? A 10. Hold on, any feats? Actually. Mirai. Agility 6, Perception 4, that's also a 10. Epic. An 11. Alright, so Mirai and Aya gets to go first. The enemies go last. It's simple turn order bullshittery. So with that in mind, what do they do?
Mirai will use her sword.
Alright.
Pwede bang gumamit ng veins and boons si Mirai?
Yeah, obviously. Movement has access to a lot of great banes and boons.
Saan mo makikita yung veins and boons?
You gotta, go to the PDFs. And then here the list of banes and boons. You can go to extraordinary and then movement. Here are the things both Aya and Mirai are capable of doing, since both of them use movement as their main attribute.
So, ang gagawin ni Mirai is to try to knock down one of the guard.
Alright, one of the minions.
Yeah,
A knockdown bane?
yeah.
Really? Alright. What is Mirai's movement score?
Di ba ano? 6.
Alright, so that is her wind power abilities has a range of 20 meters at their most effective. The enemies are within 20 meters. Mirai doesn't have to move at all in order to do this. So, is that what she's gonna try to do? Try to knock down one of the enemies?
Yeah, yung malapit.
Alright, so knock down using movement. That is movement versus guard. Roll for movement. Which one are you trying to target?
The one guard on the first.
Hold on, let me change their names so you know what their IDs are. This is the knight and here is the page. So are you attacking the page or the knight?
Hindi ko makita. Wala pa eh. Hindi ko napapalitan.
I swear I already changed their names. Whoops.
Look at here.
I guess I didn't. That's weird. Knight of Wands.
Ayun na. Sa dive mo na.
Page of Wand. Alright. You're targeting the knight.
2d8 lang. Movement, walang extra.
Yeah. Well, if you're not gonna move, then you may as well turn this into a focus action and get advantage.
Yeah.
Alright, then advantage 2.
Uy, 17. Ayan lang ang bababa. 5 and 3. So, 25.
17 plus 5 plus 3. Yes, that is indeed a 25. A 25 is successful.
Kaya
The Knight of
mataas pa
Wand.
ang swerte ko.
The Knight of Wand is knocked down.
We can do this, Aya. Don't lose.
Alright, Mirai crouches and then sweeps with her sword. A wind gusts forth from below, and then the knight guy trips and lands down face first. Luckily, since it's sand, it was a soft landing, but you know, he's still knocked down now. He is knocked down and he drops his stave. Alright, there's still Aya now. What will she do?
Aya. Ita-try din ni Aya na i-knockdown ng pangalawa si Paige.
Alright. Same
ba?
dealio then. Yes.
Kaya ng range.
Yes.
So ano, movement also?
Yes, same dealio. Roll for movement.
Ilan movement niya?
Same as Mirai, I'm pretty sure.
So apat din, may extra?
This is also gonna be a focus action.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh my gosh.
It's the
Five
unstoppable
only.
first versus the immovable object.
Nag-explode 8 and 3.
8, 3, and what was
5.
the... 5. Alright, well, there's an explosion. Who knows?
4.
A 20, which
Oh,
is a success.
8, 5.
Don't doubt the dice. Alright, now those two are knocked down. And that's your turn. Alright, so the two opt to embarrass the minions first, I suppose.
They are too weak for Mirai and Aya.
Alright, so now it's the enemy's turn. I'm fucking invincible! He finally reveals his id ability, which takes the form of armor that he wears. It's a beautiful shining gold armor. And then the head is like one of those lion thing, and he has like claws on his arms and his leg, and he wears a flowing red cape behind him, making him look like a powerful, kingly, regal-like knight, ready to pounce for battle with his epically powerful claws. And of course, there's holes at the tips at the palms to shoot out fire from, apparently. Alright, what's your movement? What's your thing? Let me show you why they call me the immovable object. Alright, Leon. Uses his move action. Actually, I'll make a focus action to charge. And he shall target Aya with this attack. He swipes against Aya with his claws.
Si Aya inuna niya?
Yes. Disadvantage 1, taking into account the doo-doo. What's the range of 7? Same as 12 plus 9 plus 10. Oh boy.
Wow.
Plus 3. That is 34.
Wow.
Targeting Aya. They don't have haste anymore. I should change these. Back to their normal thing. Alright, 34 minus her guard of 22. And yikes. I shall inflict 2 damage and a bane, the persistent damage bane. Would you like to try doing a defend action?
Yeah. Pwede bang gumamit muna si Aya ng kanyang special energy drink?
What the fuck's the energy drink gonna do for her?
Para mawala yung ano niya, yung na-inflict sa kanya ni Leon
That's an interrupt action cannot be used to immediately negate the effects.
Wala pa bang na si Leon sa kanya?
Yeah, I'm asking if you'd like to take an interrupt action and try to defend
Yeah.
against the attack.
Sige, defend.
Alright, how will Aya try to defend against this claw swipe attack?
Pwede siya gumamit ng boon focus niya ng his. Kasi yun yung ano niya power, di ba? Ni Aya.
I mean, yeah. Like, what are you gonna do?
Pwede siyang gumamit ng kanyang boon focus na haze.
No, defend actions are just you rolling. There's no Bane or Boon invocation here.
Sige.
You're gonna roll and try to roll higher to try to defend against my...
Yeah, defend lang. Ganun lang pala kasimple.
Yeah.
Dahil pang indisip ni Mami.
So,
Energy drink pa ako.
How are you dodging slash blocking? Defending? What attribute? In other words, in short,
Using ano niya?
whatever makes the most sense. You
Yeah.
gotta describe how you're defending. To describe why the attribute you're using to dodge slash block makes the most sense.
Ang kanyang...
Remember, you won't be able to make a major action if you make a defend action.
Ano niya? Anuhin niya ng kanyang speed. Ida-dodge niya.
Alright, you'll dodge using movement.
Yeah.
Alright, roll for movement.
Walang ag.
No. Remember, I rolled a 34. You must roll equal to or higher than that in order to block all the damage. Otherwise, you'll still take damage.
Explode pala.
Yep.
Yung 8 muna.
As long as you're all higher than a 22, you'll at least probably block some damage. Still.
Nye, 5 and 2. Wala na. 27 lang. 17!
Alright, a 17 plus 5 plus 2
Pasok!
is a
Nadodge niya
24.
kahit paano.
Alright, so 34 minus your new thing. That is a 10. Unfortunately, your defend action was futile. You'll take 2 points of damage, and you are inflicted the persistent damage, Bane. It's a 17 to resist. Never mind. Deception. Resist amount is deception. Okay, wow, plus 5. That is 17 plus 5. Oh wow, that's impossible to resist.
Taas na naman.
Alright, Leon rushes up towards Aya and tries to swipe with his feral sharp-ass steel claws against Aya. She tries to dodge, but it was futile. It seems Leon has sharp instincts. He figured out Aya would try using her wind to change the trajectory of Leon's claw swipe. So in the end, she was still swiped right in her chest. And now she's bleeding profusely. Ugh! Intense pain. Alright, and now there's these guys. They shall use half their movement to stand back up and get rid of their knockdown Bane. The knight will then use his remaining move action to move. While this guy... 25, he's gonna stay right there and make an attack. He'll attack both Aya and Mirai with this one attack. Shooting a barrage of fireballs, tiny little balls of fire towards Mirai and Aya. That is targeting your guard. 11 plus 3 plus 4 at 18. Alright, that misses.
Yay!
And after that quick claw swipe, Aya's like injured. The knight guy stands up and begins his approach.
Aya, diba? Isa lang injured niya.
You took
Oh,
2
2.
points. Yeah. The page guy shoots a barrage, but Mirai and Aya dodge it because they play Toho apparently. Alright, next round. Mirai and Aya, what do they do?
Pwede pa ulit sila gawin ng kanilang beans.
Yeah,
Focus at na lang.
no one's stopping you from being able to inflict banes and boons.
Di-disarm na lang ni Mirai si Leon para hindi na siya makapag-ano ng fire.
Alright. That can work. Using movement, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and look at that. Shooting Star actually has specialization in inflicting the disarmed Bane. Alright. Roll for movement. Is this gonna be a focus action?
Yeah.
Alright, that is actually advantage 3 thanks to Shooting Star's specialization.
So 5d8.
Yes. Ooh, tough luck. This team doesn't have any healing.
Kaya nga eh. Wala silang nakasama kung bigil. Seven, 6, 9.
7 plus 6 plus 9
Yeah.
at 22.
Naman lang nag-explode sa 5
Alright.
Is it a successful?
Mirai focuses and puts in all the wind power she can on her sword and tries disarming Leone. That claw's a big threat. How about I just rip it off you? Take this! Ha! And Leon simply smiles and blocks the swing with his claw. Clang! A loud clang sound as metal clashes with metal hits. Mirai tries applying all the force she can, while Leon is just still smirking, like he's barely even applying any force into his defense, until finally he just casually blocks the sword away from Mirai. Heh, my id ability is worn, and as you can clearly see, my armor's gripped onto me really tightly. You can't try disarming me, son. Damn it! I thought that would work. That was Mirai's turn.
So, Aya's turn now.
Yes. She shall take persistent damage at power level 6. What is persistent damage power level 6 type damage? 1d8. Hope I don't roll a 5 or higher. That's a 50-50 chance. Oh. You take 1 damage from the bleeding injury. Mirai's losing a lot of blood quickly. She's looking real bad. This guy. As if it wasn't bad enough. His armor seems impenetrable. And then there's these two guys helping him. He's quite the fiery force to be reckoned with. But surely he must have some weakness, right? How do we beat this? We're losing this battle quick. If you thought I was gonna give you an answer, think again. It's your turn. It's Aya's turn. What's she gonna do?
Aya, kaya nga. Aya will use her power, her wind power. Hindi siya gagamit ng base. Pwede ba yun? Para ipapaikot lang niya sa ipo-ipo yung dalawang guard.
You can always ask me about the Banes and Boons that you have. Actually, Aya tried blocking Leon with a defend action, which failed. But regardless of fail or not, when you make a defend action, you are not allowed to make a major action next turn.
So hindi ako pwede mag-ano?
No, all you can do is move. And if you move, since you're in melee combat with Leon, Aya's just going to suffer from an attack of opportunity.
So i-attack na lang niya si Leon eh.
An attack is a major action.
Hindi siya pwede ng major, di ba?
Yeah.
Hindi mag-inflict na lang siya ng Banes. She will try to immobilize.
Again, a Bane is a major action. All you can do is do a move action. And move actions are to move your speed, take some sort of special movement, or try resisting a Bane. You can try resisting the persistent damage.
Yeah, yun na lang. Ang pinaka-best.
Alright, how will she deal with this external bleeding?
Through her toughness or perception.
Using her how is looking at the injury gonna help her? Freaking
Toughness na lang.
Toryu, you're a smart person, right? Help mom. She's being an idiot right now and losing. The only really applicable attribute you can use to resist this is fortitude. So yeah. You're gonna use fortitude. Alright, just roll a d20. No cheat, there we go. Alright, so that is 22 minus 4 from fortitude. You need to roll an 18 with that d20. That is a 15% chance.
15% chance.
1-5.
16.
Oof. Unfortunately, that's a fail. Alright, that's the end of you guys' turn. Now it's the enemy's turn again.
Hindi ba pwedeng makakutob yung mga nasa headquarters na sabihin ni Billy and Tokyo?
This fight takes place at the same time along as every other member, remember? So they won't help. While Mirai and I are fighting these guys, remember, Billy and Panacea, for example, were having that fight against the doggo.
Okay.
Anyway, the night guy's gonna join in on the fun. And this guy's gonna continue sitting back. Alright, the three of them bombard you with fire attacks, while Leon continues doing his claw attacks. I'll start off with this guy, shooting his Danmaku, bullet hell of fire.
Puro naman sila fire. Wawa naman si Mirai at Aya.
Ooh! Oh, no wait, there's an explosion. Shit. Alright, that is a 4 plus... Alright, 8... 8 plus 6... What is 8 plus 6? 14. Alright, that is a definite miss. So, that guy's just being useless, apparently. Alright, next up, I'll go with the Knight of One. He shoots his long, hard rod. Sifu style, like that guy in Sifu. And, sticks ya. What? That's not the word I'm looking for. Whatever. Multi-target attack. Power type. Alright, he attacks both Mirai and Aya in this one attack as well. Alright, that is a 4 plus 6 plus 3. There's an explosion. Let me roll. Alright, that is 12. 18. Alright, that's a miss. Now there's just Leon with his claw swiping. Again, he's still just focusing on Aya because he hates Aya in particular.
He hates Aya being a
Thought. Alright, attack specialization. Alright, this will be a focus action on his end. I'm pretty sure Aya's just going to die now. Oh, fate, fortune may still be on your side. No, never mind. That's an explosion. And that's a 9. Jesus. If this was journaled, he probably would have already won by now. Both because he's lucky. Alright, that's a 27. And because he's actually pretty smart. Alright, that is another 2 points of damage. All it takes now is 1 hit and the Aya is freaking dead.
Di ba may pang-heal nga si Aya? Di ba na pwedeng gamitin yun?
You could make a defend action to try blocking this again, but I'd advise against it. For your own sake. Just take the hit. Did any of you buy any potions before doing this fight? I doubt it.
Lipad na lang si Aya at si Mirai. Pwede silang lumipad, umalis na.
If you guys try to run away, they're going to burn this entire place and kill all the civilians. Remember?
Tsaka kahit anong takas nila, susunod at susunod pa rin.
Yep. Unless they give up those shit, because they're tracking. They have tracking devices on those goddamn airplane permit documents. Okay, that was everyone's turn. Round 3 now. Mirai and Aya. What do they do? Leon takes this opportunity to talk. Giving you one chance here. Just give up the permits as well as your lives. It'll be quick and painless, I tell ya. You already embarrassed me before, so I am not willing to let you guys live. If you guys just turned around back when we were still in the airport, this wouldn't have had to escalate to this situation. So yeah, I'm trying to negotiate with you guys now. Either way, I'm gonna kill you guys, so what's it gonna be? Your lives or all these wonderful people at the Manila Bay?
No.
The police are watching this, remember?
Yeah.
They heard all of that and they are refusing to do anything. Just because he has other police members on his side fighting you, defenseless young women. They have... Mom has wind powers on her side, Toryu. Although you know what happens to flames when you try to put wind on them, it just fans the flames and makes them stronger. Oof.
Very oof. So I'm clueless now, talaga na.
Thankfully, Aya can take major actions. If you couldn't tell when you first did it, one of the reasons, Journal's favorite attribute is actually movement. And that is for one reason. And that is because of a boon that movement has access to. And Aya has boon focus on said boon. Haste.
Kaya nga, yun yung sinabi ko sa'yo kanina. Nagagamit siya ng kanyang boon focus haste.
I didn't hear you say that.
No, I said that. Pero sabi mo hindi pwede kasi...
Ah, well, that's your fault for trying to defend against a 34.
Ano siya? Oh, so yun lang gagawin ni Aya.
Alright, boon focused haste. You can auto succeed apply it on one character, or you can try applying it at both you and Mirai.
Me and Mirai.
Alright. You can make this a focus action, I guess, to increase your chances.
Kanina ko pa sinabi yung boon focus na haste eh.
Yeah, well, tough luck. Like I said, you couldn't do any major actions because you made a defend action to try blocking Leona's claw swipe.
Saan na?
So, boon focus action, haste at both Mirai and Aya.
Yeah.
Then roll with advantage too.
Movement?
Yes. If you want to get the best results, you must roll at 22.
22 lang. Ito muna ako sa iyo. Dalawang 6.
Alright.
So, kailangan
Now all you need is a 10.
10.
That's a 45. That's a 55% chance, I suppose.
11! Look at that! Trusty Jean!
Take the blood with light. Now the animals slowly retreat to the shadows. Alright, so I guess we're back to having haste. Let me just apply the proper changes. That is a fuck. You can once again move 100 kilometers per hour. So that's pretty epic. Actually, let me change this. The vulture waits to see what rots. Alright, there we go. Alright, after applying haste, you can make another major action as Aya. While Mirai has access to 2 whole major actions. She can make 2 attacks in 1 round. Ain't that wacky?
Si Mirai?
Yeah. Mirai actually has evasive footwork, does she? No. Oh, that would have been epic.
Anuhan na niya ng persistent damage. Yung tatlo, pwede ba?
Stop trying to go for Banes. Journal doesn't go for Banes, like literally ever. He usually just goes for damage because if you apply big enough damage, you can just apply a Bane for free anyway. There's a very rare instances where applying a Bane is actually better than just straight up damage. Like if you want to try applying Banes, that's Tokyo's job. But you keep doing damage with her rather than applying Banes. Mirai and Aya, though, they're better off applying either boons or going for damage. Anyway, Aya still has 1 major action. Actually, never mind. You use the focus action to apply this invocation. So yeah, it's just Mirai now. My bad. I could give you a chance and pretend these are actual rules because I'm a nice GM and I want to give you a chance, but yeah, you ain't getting no sympathy from me.
Ang daya. So, kanina lang na tayo? Kay Aya
Mirai.
na? Kay Mirai?
I'm Irai. Did you just ship Mirai and Aya?
Sa Mirai will... Movement ulit kay Mirai.
Alright, what's she gonna do with that movement, eh? Instead of knocking down the fucking page and the knight at the beginning, why didn't you just fucking straight up damage them?
Leon
Eh? No. No, instead of applying knockdown on these guys, why didn't you just damage them? And I'm telling you, they only have 3 HP actually, so 1 damage was probably all it took to kill them immediately. But no, you had to trip them. And then they just got rid of that knockdown Bane immediately anyway. Because all it takes to stand the back up is to stand the back up.
Ayun na, fully damage.
Alright, who are you damaging?
Ito na eh, malapit sa kanya, knight.
Knight, you're gonna damage the knight guy and ignoring Leon. Alright.
Para matapos na yung isa.
Don't bother with focus actions when you have haste, since it's statistically better to just use the two major actions. Alright, first major action
Pwede ba yung
attack.
dalawa ang i-damage niya? Si Leone at si Knight?
You can attack the knight first and then Leone, or other way around
Yun.
with haste. Since you have haste,
Yeah.
you can make 2 attacks in 1 turn.
Knight muna.
And that's why haste is amazing, and that's why movement is overpowered, and I keep trying to nerf it, but it's still overpowered.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
you're attacking the knight first. Alright, roll for movement with advantage 1. Because Shooting Star has deadly. She's using mechanics rather than relying on her own ingenuity.
Uy, 19, 7, and 5.
A what?
19, 7, and 5.
19 plus 7 plus 5. That is a 31. Targeting his guard. Dead.
Dead na si Knight. Dapat kanina pa eh.
Yep, they should have been dead round 1.
Diba? Lutang si Mami. Okay, next. Leone.
I guess Journal was right all along. I never should have doubted him. Banes actually suck.
Kaya nga eh. Kasi sabi mo sa akin dati, dapat ayos.
He said that when we first learned about the rules of the game, and he was like, I'm not gonna bother with Banes. And then he's like, no, you should totally go for them. They're good. I was wrong. I'm a
And then now,
donkey.
for Leone.
Yeah, why would you try to inflict poison in Pokemon or something when you can just go for damage?
Because, Leslie, some Pokemon moves deal more damage if you are inflicted with fucking debuff.
I see, that's interesting. Alright, Mirai is gonna attack once again, this time
Yeah.
targeting Leone. Alright, disadvantage 2. Because the second major action you take with haste has disadvantage.
Uy, 19 again.
Yes!
And 6 and 5. Buti na lang parating mataas yung 20 ko. Hindi 20 ko. 19, 6, and 5.
19 plus 6 plus 5. A 30! Alright, Mirai is like super pissed off now. This is going mad and I'm so mad. I'm mad first and foremost at you being an idiot, Aya, and trying to flirt with some goddamn dudes. And I'm also
Wearing a
pissed
bikini.
off at you.
Leone.
Because you're actually killing us and we're losing, and that's bad. And with that, she raises her sword. She takes a swing at the knight guy. He breaks his staff. He cuts his. She cuts his staff in 2, and then along with that, big gush bloods gushes from his body. Yes, blood comes out of his blood, and he's knocked down, unconscious. Lots of blood. And then after that, and here's another swing. He swings at Leon, but Leon just stands firmly, not even trying to block it. And then it just goes spunk, clang, like that. His armor is too powerful. Alright. It appears you got this, boss, this guy says, after seeing this guy die. I'm being useless anyway. See you later when we continue the deal about the money or whatever. Bye. And he runs away. Cause why not? I'll be nice to you just cause it appears those 3 are too much for you. So now you just got Leon to deal with.
And Leon is fully damaged now. Di ba dami? Ano na siya?
No.
Not yet?
Yes.
Not yet pa pala. Akala ko marami nang lumabas na blood sa kanya.
No. You know what? Leon is gonna actually skip his turn. And instead he taunts Okay, well that's not a skip of a turn, that's a Bane invocation. He provokes
Hindi naman
Mirai
nakakaano
even
si Mirai
further.
at Aya kasi may haste sila, di ba? Hindi ganun kalakas ang damage.
I suppose so. 2 plus 6 plus 7. That's a 15. Targeting Mirai's resolve.
It fails.
Alright. Leon just... This is so easy. A bunch of women could never have hoped to fight against me. Leone
The
Herculeo.
powerful Leon.
You see, these guys, these people thought they could fight me with my impenetrable Leo armor. He provokes Mirai by saying that, but Mirai tries her best to remain composed. So, Leon skips his turn, and hope reveals itself. But we shall continue this tomorrow because I think you might need it, and we're out of time anyway already.
Tapusin na natin. Pahinga tayo ng Saturday, Sunday, di ba?
Yeah.
Oh, tapusin na natin today.
Alright then, we'll keep fighting.
Yeah.
We got
Ito
10.
eh.
If you say so.
Your mom is very excited to finish this fight.
Okay, let me stop the music and give you an explanation of Leo's abilities. I'll just rule this as Mirai being super smart. So Leone actually turns around, and then at him turning around, you see a weak spot. Despite his armor being powerful, it does have some weak spots. The back, although protected by a cape, it's actually just his bare naked body at his back. There's no armor there.
protection.
Yes, there's no protection there, meaning as long as you can attack him at his back, you could potentially damage
Mukha lang
him.
siyang malakas because of his claws.
Yes, and you know, the fact that he can breathe fire, and his armor is indeed impenetrable. Leo takes the form of armor that Leone can wear, but yeah, there's a weak spot. So, Leon's defense is actually, I wrote it here, infinite. You cannot damage him unless you damage him specifically in his weak spots. Yes, weak point abuse. Leo possesses the energy and damage resistance feats which render him immune
Kaya
against
pala siya
basically
may
every
cape
attack. Yes, and
Para to cover up his back.
yes, and that's why he acts super confident with his strength and rarely shows his back. Leo actually does possess a weak point. Beneath his cape is an exposed, unarmored area. Attacking that will allow you to bypass those feats. However, Leo is aware of the weakness and makes sure to block it at all times. Inflicting any of these listed banes allow you to target the weak point. Blinded, hold, incapacitated, vulnerability, and believe it or not, knock down. If you make him trip and fall, you can just stab him while he's down on the ground, like this. Apart from those banes, fulfilling the criteria for a lethal strike also allows you to attack the weak point. Anything clever and creative enough can still be allowed with GM discretion. This includes allowing even banes that aren't on this list, so long as the player makes a compelling enough argument on how it will be used. Oh, actually,
Hindi ko pala siya niya-knockdown, no? Yung dalawang knight pala
Yep.
niya-knockdown.
Toryu, the enemy has the ability to control flame, and their battlefield right now is a beach. Do you understand what I'm trying to get at, Toryu? Actually, how about you, Mommy? Do you understand what I'm trying to get to? Come on, you can be a big brain here. Kill him in one blow. I'm not gonna spell it out for you. It's a reaction that happens regarding sand.
Sino ba yung may ano ng...
Unfortunately for you, actually, I should tell this as well, I guess. If you still lose even after I give you all this important information, I swear. Because apart from the weak point abuse, he actually has another very special thing. You see, despite being a cocky-ass bastard, Leon is actually very smart. He learns from his mistakes. As the fight progresses and the party finds ways to pierce Leo's armor, Leone learns from his mistakes and ensures the same strategy never works twice against him. This is done mechanically by him gaining Bane resistance on the last Bane inflicted on him when he last took damage. So if you apply knockdown on him once, you won't be able to knock him down again. Because he'll learn that you'll be trying to trip him in the future. And he won't try to get knocked down again, so you can take damage from him again.
Kaya cover up niya talaga yung...
Yes. Alright. Mira and Aya's turn. Let me roll for persistent damage, hopefully. Alright, that's a natural one. Mira is still alive. She still has blood, baby.
So Aya will use her wind power para pataasin yung water kay Leone.
Eh? I mean, that's totally possible considering her inability, but what do you hope to achieve from doing that?
Para hindi na makapag-ano ng fire si Leone. Kasi nakapaliputan siya ng water. Parang yung wind, hindi siya wind. It's a water na.
You're gonna splash water on his flame. Okay, I had an idea in mind, Toryu, but it appears she didn't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess she doesn't know anything about science. All she knows is that negative ions are good for your skin. Alright, I mean, it definitely works. I mean, he barely even uses his fire powers against you. So, are you sure that's a good idea? He'll still attack you with his claws regardless, even if he can't fire.
I-flip down na lang niya.
Okay, how about this? Who has the highest, like, logic? Aya. Alright, Aya, can you roll logic for Aya? She'll do a big brain. I'll tell you what I have in mind again. Just like last time when we were fighting that goddamn plant girl, bitch.
Oh,
We will not
18
forget
and
the
5.
red sun over paradise.
23.
A 23? Where's the perks and flaws? Divine Insight, proud. What? Why does Aya not have any perks and flaws? Whatever, I'll deal with that some other time. They're not really important anyway. Alright, a 23. Alright, that's fine enough. Alright, allow me to give you some fun facts. Some fun scientific facts. Do you know what this is, Mommy? What do you call this thing? Tagalog or English, it doesn't matter what you call them.
Glass?
Yes, they are called glass. And do you have any idea how glass is constructed?
No.
Okay, so glass is made from sand. When sand is burned at a hot enough degree, they actually crystallize and turn into sand and turn into glass. So, here's what I'm proposing you to do. The sand you're standing on, bait him somehow into turning it into glass. Sharp, spiky glass that he'll get impaled in. As for how you'll do that, that's up to you.
Pero hindi pa rin maaano ni Aya. Gagamitin nga pa rin niya ng kanyang wind.
Alright, you're still gonna try splashing him and get him wet?
No, gagamitan niya ng wind yung sand para mag-form into glass.
Okay, I will admit, summer in the Philippines, especially in Manila, can be pretty hot, but the hot wind is not hot enough to turn sand into glass, Mommy. It's extreme heat that turns sand into glass, not the wind that blows during the hot summer beach day. Otherwise, you know, our beaches would be glass like
Diba?
Archaea.
Pag pinaangat na ng kanyang wind.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
I know, right? No longer need to worry about getting sand on your shoes.
It's now glass that you have to worry about.
Yeah, and instead of sand, you gotta worry about getting boo-boos and getting fucking impaled by sand, by glass, constantly.
Sandglass.
Oof. What did you say? How your plan? Huh? What did you say you wanted to do again?
Ano? Bukas na. Na, off na rin yung aircon eh.
Oh,
And it's
fantastic.
already 12.
I thought this would only actually take this one part, but yeah. Uh, I'm taking this idea from an episode I saw of Steven Universe. So how was that session?
Not so good.
Yeah, this hobby for nerds is not really. But then again, I'm being intentionally cruel, despite knowing that Mom's an idiot. But I like it when people are big brain. Like that's why I like JoJo.
Sips.
I'll figure something out to not let her die, and if she still dies anyway, who gives a fuck? I guess.
What kind of armor is that guy wearing?
Hmm? His armor, like it's his superpower, stando power thing, and yeah, it's inspired from the tale from one of the.
Ano, we're done?
Yeah. It's inspired from the 12 labors of Hercules. The first labor specifically, where he fights this lion that can breathe fire, and his hide is like so tough, it can't even.
Question, he needs to see, right? Like, the helmet has, does he have a helmet?
Yeah, he does have a helmet. The helmet is like, an open mouth of a tiger. So I guess his face is also not protected and is also technically a weak point.